Perizzites and Canaanites. And they clashed. It's not today that clashing started, though. They clashed then. And now, as we are clashing, Elohim said, let there be Biafra. Stay on your own.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to some of you, depending on where you are watching from. We are live, we are direct, and we are here to do a very, very important, we are here to make sure that we do the needful. We are here to do the needful. Very, very important exposition and to put the record straight with regards to what is happening across the social space, across the social media. Of course, you have seen the images that I posted earlier on. Of course, you have heard from the man who has the mantle to lead us to the promised land. And that is the reason why that mantle that he has is the reason why I and you that is there on, watching this program under the influence of my voice, that is the reason why we are here, to continue where he left off, because the enemy does not want us to preach this gospel, but we will continue to preach and expose the activities of the enemy. Because whatever we say here is nothing but a divine message from Elohim Chukwu Kikabiama, who lives in heaven. That is the reason why we are whiter than white, we are whiter than snow. We can never get compromised. We are resolute. We are formidable. No one is going to make us to be compromised. No one is going to stop this preaching, this gospel of Elohim Chukwu Kikabiama, who lives in heaven. You heard all the prophecies given to Nigeria, to one Nigerianists by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, so many of them, all of them, so many of them had happened. They have come to pass. So we are still waiting for the rest to come to pass, because the word of God shall never return to him void. And the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the word of Chukwu Kikabiama, which is the word of freedom. And that is the reason why we are here, to continue from his footstep, not to add, not to remove from his footstep, because we are graduates. I am a graduate of Radio Biafra. We are not here to gain a relevant that we don't have under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are here to walk on the footstep of the man who made us to be awoken today, who made us to know our left from our right. We are here to make sure that his gospel and our freedom will continue to trend, will continue to be preached without being biased, without looking back. I've been away, I haven't been around, I haven't been online in the past days, but here we are to continue the gospel of our freedom. There is a reason why I brought this video right in front of you, because we are going to connect the dot. We are going to touch many places. That's actually the reason why I paused that, that divine message that we are listening to. I was actually enjoying that message, but because of time, I paused that message. We are going to repeat that message, right after this exposition. We are going to repeat that message. And if you check our Twitter, we are live on Twitter. at Judge Money C. Share the message on Twitter. We are live on Facebook at Judge Money Blog. We are live on YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa. We are live. Share the message across the platforms, and especially on the Twitter. Share that message, because I actually tagged the United Nations, I tagged the BBC, I tagged Ohaneze and the Compromise. I tagged them because we are watching every activities of all these people who are using our struggle to gain relevant before these people, before these cabals that are ruling over Nigeria. We are tagging all of them because they should come and listen to the gospel of freedom. Of course, BBC is trying all their possible best to see if they will stop this gospel, to see if they will, stop our agitation. But of course, they will not be able to do so, because what Almighty God does not know about will never exist. Of course, Almighty God knows about our freedom movement, knows about restoration of the kingdom of Chukwokikabiam upon the face of the earth. Therefore, BBC Igbo, we are coming to address you. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, we are starting with you. UK media, we are coming to address you, and among others. Now, let me remind you of this video. I am not here to analyze this video, but I want you to pay attention and listen to this video so that we will actually know where the energy of these people is going and where it is coming from. That's what I actually want to know, because when they come out to talk, you will believe that they are ready. You will believe they are ready for this. You wouldn't know, little did we know that they are trying to use this to attract them, knowing that they are still there. They use our freedom as their leverage in their political quest. That's what all these elders are doing. And at the end of the day, Chukwokikabiama will separate the chaff from the corns, or from the wheat in Biafra land, in his own time, in his own ways. Listen to these elders. When they were chanting and ranting, you believe that they will move mountain, they will do.
This is not a very happy occasion for us, because most of us have vested interest in one Nigeria. But over the years, the government, especially the present government, seems to be working hard to push us out of Nigeria. And now we hear of a conspiracy to negate constitutional provisions of the parties, especially the PDP has zoning and rotation in the constitution. We have been zoning and rotating. Now that it is the turn of the Igbo, all kinds of things are being said. We have demonstrated our interest in the country. Anywhere you go, take the indigents out. The next largest number is from the southeast. We have built up Nigeria. More than 65% of modern houses built in Nigeria belong to our people. We do not want to leave this country. It's not a matter of choice. We are bent on staying on. But one thing we reject totally is being slaves. We refuse being slaves. Those who are educated will know that Imo slaves drowned themselves in a river.
I want you to write this place down because I'm not coming to. I have done exposition on this video last week. I have done exposition on this video in 2 occasions on Rapture Media and on Meet the Panel in Rapture Media and in my page. I am not here to do exposition on this video. I am here to recap on their utterances. Now I will take you to where I want you to go. Record here what he said here. That the Igbo slaves jump into the ocean because they cannot afford to be slaves. They knew whom they were. They could not afford to be slaves. Now record this and record what is coming. Listen, record this in our line and wait for what is coming.
So as not to continue being slaves. If the 2023 presidential election eludes us, we will take it. But the rest of Nigeria has denied us citizenship right in Nigeria. That gives us no choice but to look for ways to survive outside Nigeria. There are people, individuals whom we helped in many ways. And those are leading the fight against us. If we are to name some of the things done against us, we will not live here. But as one level of the tripod, can any human being imagine the exclusion of our people from National Security Council? National Security Council. This is why we called you today, to talk to you, the press, to make our views known. As usual, we have it written down. And our secretary, Professor Charles Wekiako, will now address you. And so that we are not wasting time, I will move from here, take his seat, so that he moves in here and goes ahead to read the thing.
Is Unity, Progress and Development of Nigeria, and came up with the following resolutions. Number 1, that we maintain our unalloyed support for the demand of the Southern Governors Forum, the Southern and Middle Belt Forum, the Afenifere, the Niger Delta Forum, Ohanese Worldwide, among other credible stakeholders and organizations. That all political parties in the country should zone the 2022 presidency to the southeast for the sake of justice, equity, and fairness. We commend Chief Edwin E. Clark, K. Clark, leader of Southern Middle Belt Forum, as well as PANDEF, Chief Ayade Banjo, leader of Afenifere, Dr. Butrus Pogo, leader of the Middle Belt, among other prominent and patriotic Nigerians who have spoken the truth that power should be shifted to the southeast. They demanded that all political parties should zone the 2023 presidency to the southeast, not just for the sake of justice, equity, and fairness, but also to permanently heal the wound of the civil war that has grossly marginalized the Igbos in the country scheme of affairs. It is important to note that apart from section...
These people, according to these bigotries, according to these bigots, they believe that presidency 2023 is going to heal our wounds of the civil war 1967 to 1970. According to them, once they get presidency 2023, it is going to heal their wounds, not ours. Their wounds, maybe two of them, or their Ohanese wounds, because our wounds will never heal. More than 3.5 million women and children died. It is not the wound that will ever heal. With presidency, another way of looting and stealing, another way of using our own person to enslave us. We don't buy it. But guess what? What they have just said, I want you to listen and pay attention to their demand. And you will see the UK response to them. I will show you how swiftly UK responded, or Britain responded to them. How swiftly they responded to them. Because the reason why we are doing this is for you to understand that whatever we tell you, that the power of neo-colonialism that is holding us in that contraption called Nigeria will never leave us as long as we allow these people to be our leaders. As long as these people are still there championing the cause of being, the leaders of whatever they are, because they can never represent you. What these people are up for representing is their pocket, never you. They are not representing you. They will never represent you. I am going to show you. Pay attention to their demands. After their demands, you will see how their rest, they were. Let's just
14 subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, which provides for the principles of federal character and quota system in whatever the government and its agencies do, in order to give every part of the country a sense of belonging. The constitutions of major political parties in the country, including the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and All Progressive Congress (APC), provide for a zoning system. So it's not just the issue of constitution. The constitution provided it, and the constitutions of the political parties provided it. It was in keeping with this zoning principle that Senator Abdullahi Adamu and Senator Yoche Ayu emerged as the national chairman of the APC and PDP, respectively. We are all living witnesses that it was zoned to the North Central and the other positions at the same time. The two political parties zoned national chairmanship to North Central zone of the country. Similarly, in 2015, the Northern Elders and other organizations reminded Nigerians of this zoning principle and insisted that it was the turn of the North to produce the president. We supported them and voted massively for APC.
You supported them and voted massively for APC, which you guys claim that it is the turn of the North. But how many years have you been in power? Once you come out lamenting like this, they will know that, they have to come in to do one or two things. Now, let me show you. After this, after them making all this, demand, exposition or whatever you lamentation or whatever you may call it. After this, laying out outlining their demands and their lamentation, guess what happened? Let me show you what happened. The British agent, paid them all a visit. The British agents that pay all of them a visit. Let us just bring that visit in front of you. And after paying them a visit, she made it clear that she paid them a visit. Let us hear what, Catriona Lang had to say when she paid these people a visit. Remember, it is because of this lamentation that they lamented. It is because of this, them expressing their grievances, telling you that they can never, if you deprive them of this, they will see it that you have, eluded them from the citizenship of Nigeria. Now, let us read what Catriona Lang posted on her Twitter page few days ago. Okay, on the 12th of May. What's today's date? Let's find today's date. Then we will be able, okay, yesterday, that visit was a visit. She visited them on the 11th of May, posted it on the 12th of May, 2022. Now, immediately after all this demand, after all this lamentation, after behaving as if they are now waking up from their slumber, immediately after that, what happened? Britain sent their agent immediately, which is Catriona Lang, to Ohaneze Ndigbo. Of course, after every visit, she will take a picture to rub it on your face to show you that she go everywhere. Now, listen attentively how she posted it. She said, "Good to meet the Ambassador George Obiozo, President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, and other senior leaders from the Southeast." Other senior leaders, the same senior leaders you will see here. I don't know if you are seeing my cursor. You will see here. You will see Ezife, Mazi Ezife on white. Where you are seeing my cursor, if you are seeing it, you will see Mazi Ezife. Okwadike. You will see it right in front of you here. If you are able to see the cursor, then you will be able to see what I am showing you now. Listen to it. You see Mazi Ezife, Okwadike. You see the Charles, the professor who was reading the demand that I showed you now, who was reading their demand and lamentation. They are both together on your left-hand side, second to the last person, and the third to the last person is the both of them who were making those lamentation right in front of you few seconds ago. Now, she paid them a visit. And then let me continue to read. Let me start afresh. "Good to meet Ambassador George Obiozo, President or General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, and other senior leaders from the Southeast. I heard clearly their commitment to a united Nigeria and their proposal on how to achieve this. Looking forward to more engagement in their near future." Are you paying attention? Looking forward to more engagement in their near future. Do you know looking forward for more engagement? She must have gone there because they did not make it open, the discussion of that meeting. She went there basically to tell them everything is all right. Britain have heard your cry. You are going to get presidency 2023 as long as you are going to stop this agitation and go move the motion of one united Nigeria, you know, that is exactly when they come out to start lamenting. You will believe that these people are indeed, you know, waking up from their slumber. You wouldn't know that these people are using the agitation as a leverage to get what they want from Nigeria and Britain. But yet, remember what what Ezife said. Ezife said that the Igbo slaves, I will quote the same way he quoted it. He made mention that the Igbo slaves, and I told you to write it down, jump into the ocean because they could not afford to be slaves. They could not afford to be slaves. They jumped into the ocean. But today, they are the Igbo slaves that can afford to be the slaves. Yet they are making reference of those Igbo slaves who jumped into the ocean because they do not want to be slaves. That will now take you to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching over the years. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching over the years. That these people, you know, ones that Britain rather, they are the people that is controlling everything and anything that is going on in Nigeria. They are controlling everything in the detriment of our people. Our people are dying because of one Nigeria. I am calling on British, you know, British High Commission in Abuja, in Nigeria. I am calling on Britain that are controlling the contraption their ancestors created prior to 1914 or before 1914. I am actually asking them, you are controlling what is going on in Nigeria. You are controlling the leaders that are controlling us. Which are your tools of neo-colonialism? These people that you see in front of your screen, which means Britain, you are the people calling the shot that is killing our people day after day because you are in charge. Which means that our people that are being stoned to death because of their, you know, speech, our people that are being killed, our people that are being named, displaced and everything. Which means you people know about it. And you knew and you know about it. All this while, you are using the Fulani. You are using the Fulani to destroy and kill other ethnic group in Nigeria, and yet you say that there is, you know, Black Lives Matters. When they began the campaign of Black Lives Matters, it went well in Britain. But today, our lives as Biafrans, which you Britain used the Fulani to kill our people, 3.5 million women and children in 1967 to 1970. Is that not enough killing? Is that not enough killing? Today, the Fulani army of conquest still trying to achieve the conquest of Uthman Danfodio. And British, you are watching, not saying anything. Catriona Lang, you are watching, not saying anything. Whichever tribal leaders that makes a statement that threatens the unity of this contraption, that at the detriment of the uniting of this unity of this contraption, at our people's detriment, you are uniting Nigeria. Whenever they make any, speech or statement that threatens the unity of Nigeria, Catriona Lang will appear in their midst. And after appearing in their midst, before you will hear such word from them again, it might take another, maybe half a decade before you will hear such lamentation from these Igbo elders, Igbo leaders, Ohanese and Igbo, all of them. You don't blame people when they call them Ohanese and Doshi, Ohanese and Dama. You people are compromised. You people are evil. You people are only after for what is going to fill your pocket, and you believe that you are clamoring for presidency 2023, that our people will come out to vote for you. Presidency 2023 will never solve the insecurity in the East. Presidency 2023 will never solve this killing, displacement, insecurity, prejudice all over the country. It will never solve it. Presidency will never make our people to stop dying in Indonesia. Just like you have heard so many of them lamenting today that they are dying, they are being killed in Indonesia because they are looking for a greener pasture. It is not presidency that will heal our people, our men, our youth that was destroyed prior to 1967 till date. They are being killed, tragic incidents all over the place in front of our young children, in front of our young generation, in front of the youth. They are traumatized. At the end of it, above all, they do not have a good life. No infrastructural development, no good road, no hospital, no job opportunity. Everything is in disarray. Nothing is moving in the damnable contraption created by Britain. And Britain has been nurturing this contraption over 1 century. And that contraption is just nothing but a killing machine against the black people. Because I have never heard that a white man died in Nigeria. I have never heard that another race died in Nigeria under the tyranny government of these people placed there by Britain, because they believe they own Nigeria and they gave Nigeria that name, nigger area. And in that regard, people like me will never stand that. I will never belong to a society such as this, where everybody is compromised, where everybody is selfish, where everybody, the ones we're supposed to be looking up to, the ones who they will claim that they fought for the independence of Nigeria, the ones they tell you that they witnessed the civil war, they witnessed the extrajudicial killing, they are still witnessing the killing going on against her people. They are not saying anything. All they are talking about is presidency 2023. They are not crying or lamenting for the justice for those who, died during the war crime meted on Biafrans, courtesy of Britain. No one is talking about them, but they are telling you once you give them presidency in 2023 that everything will be forgotten. Everything will be swept under the carpet. There will be no one who will be able to talk about presidency 2020. The people who died during the Biafra war, or the people who are still dying today in the hands of Fulani. That is exactly what I want to ask Britain. The reason why I decided to come up with this question to throw it at Britain, because I overheard them from their media saying, let me bring that video to you for you to understand that what is happening to us, that the whole world knows about it. They are trying to bring Nigeria to be like Afghanistan, which is going to be at the detriment of our people, and that benefit, to benefit Britain. In benefit of Britain, at detriment of our people. Now, for you to understand that these people, that they know what they are doing, I want to show you this video for you to understand that they know exactly what they are doing. Let me show you this video, but before, let me show you. I want you to pay attention. Now, I want you to pay very good attention to this video that I am about to show you, so that you will understand what is going on. Listen up.
Faced with appalling barbarism and war crimes, which we'd hoped had been confined to history.
They call it a pure barbarism. A pure barbarism, a war crime. What is that pure barbarism and the war crime? Let's listen and see where this war crime, let us listen to hear what she is talking about.
The free world has united behind Ukraine in its brave fight for
the free world. I want you to understand, when she said the free world is united to support Ukraine, the free world, because they know that there are worlds that are not free. The free world that are united, and they are to support Ukraine, and they are supporting Ukraine. That's what is going on.
Freedom and self-determination.
No.
Those who think they can win through oppression, coercion or invasion are being proved wrong by this new stand on global security. One that not only seeks to deter, but also ensures that aggressors fail. We can't be complacent. The fate of Ukraine hangs in the balance. But let's be clear, if Putin succeeds, there will be untold further misery across Europe,
and he is going to
terrible
succeed.
Consequences across the globe. We would never feel safe again. So we must be prepared for the long haul. We've got to double down on our support for Ukraine, and we must follow through on the unity that we've shown in the crisis. We must reboot, recast, and remodel our approach. My vision is a world where free nations are assertive and in the ascendant, where freedom and democracy are strengthened through a network of economic and security partnerships, where aggressors are contained and forced to take a better path. This is the long-term prize, a new era of peace, security, and prosperity.
I want you to listen to it again, because there was a place she talked about self-determination. I want you to hear where she talked about self-determination. Listen to it again. She talked about self-determination
and war crimes, which we'd hoped had been confined to history. The free world has united behind Ukraine in its brave fight for freedom and self-determination.
The free world is behind Ukraine. The free world, not the captured world, not the world that is in captivity. The free world, which is United States, America, America, Britain, French, all those European countries, they are united, to support Ukraine in their quest for self-determination. But none of this free world is hearing our cry in our quest for self-determination. So, which means what you are supporting Ukraine for is exactly what we are fighting, on our own side. We are fighting for self-determination. We are actually trying to fight for our freedom and democracy, which you people are preaching all the time. Now the free world is, united to support Ukraine. But the free world never talked about Nigeria, Biafra, even the war that killed more than how many that died in the Third World War. The war in Nigeria killed more than how many that died in the First and Second World War. And they are still dying today. Our people, which triggered us to this self-determination and our freedom of democracy. The same reason why you people are standing with Ukraine. And that is the reason why Chukwu Okike Abiama, who lives in heaven, will make pudding to succeed, that you may live in fear. The same way we've been living in fear prior to 1967 till the date. The whole world, you will live in fear. We've been living in this fear. We've been traumatized. The war is in Ukraine and Russia. You people are living in fear. The war has been with us prior to 1967 until today's date. The war has been with us. Our people has been killed. Our people has been displaced. How many million IDP camps all over the place, even though they are lying about it? These are refugee camps, people that have been displaced from their home by the invasion of banditry and terrorism. And we've been tagging UK, we've been tagging United Nations. None of you free world want to, stand with us, because we are black. We are black. It is only because we are black. That is the reason why none of you will ever want to stand with us. Black monkeys. Why should we talk about black monkeys? We don't care about them. The only thing we care about is that oil coming from their land. The only thing we care about is those resources. As long as those resources are safe and coming where it's supposed to go, it doesn't matter. They can die, all of them. But because Ukraine, they are not black people. The free world, weapons, arsenal, everything, they are supported emotionally, they are supported physically, they are supported financially, they are supported in every ramification, because they are white and black life does not matter. You people are hypocrites. All of you, Britain, UK, all of you are hypocrites. I saw where they are beating up a black person preaching the gospel. I saw in Sokoto, the same thing happened in Sokoto. A woman, a Christian woman, expressing her own feelings, was stoned to death mercilessly by Fulani. BBC will not carry it. BBC will not talk about it. BBC London, BBC, you will not see those things to go and question, to make sure that you investigated, to make sure justice is served on behalf of that innocent woman who was killed, and they named it that she was blaspheming. She was talking against Muhammad. People speak about Jesus Christ every day. How many of them got killed? None. It is Ukraine life that matters. Black lives from Africa does not matter. The only thing that matters in Africa is your uranium from Niger State. It is your oil from Biafra land. It is your everything from Congo. Everything, the only thing that matters is the resources that is making you people to answer the first world country. But we are not even worthy of being the second world country. But we possess the resources that is, worthy of making us even better than you guys. Let's listen to you again, because we judge you with your words. We judge you with your words.
Faced with appalling barbarism and war crimes, which we'd hoped had been confined to history, the free world has united behind Ukraine in its brave fight for freedom and self-determination.
The free world is behind Ukraine for the fight and the quest for freedom and self-determination. That is exactly what is going on. But how many of them is talking about Biafra? How many of them is talking about the self-determination of our people? How many of them are talking about our freedom? None of them. But the free world is behind Ukraine. How many casualties are being reported in Ukraine? Rather, instead of this free world to talk about the freedom of our people, guess what happened? This same free world started celebrating the criminal in the likes of Hope Uzodinma, who has been killing our people, whom we've been lamenting and crying that they've been killing our people. They started celebrating him. That is the only thing the free world came to do, celebrating Hope Uzodinma, who has been a failure, celebrating Hope Uzodinma, who has been a killing machine, celebrating Hope Uzodinma in different ways. Now, let us actually look at it to see if indeed Hope Uzodinma deserves that celebration that all of you have given to him in the name of the best governor. Let us hear from their radio. Let us hear from their radio station from Imo State. Let's listen.
When you talk about Best Governor of the Year award, the presupposition is that the recipient has performed creditably well within the period under review. And what is the period under review here? 2021. In 2021, 106 million US dollars came into the Southeast as FDI. Imo attracted zero. Foreign direct investment.
Imo attracted none.
Zero. It was just shared between Enugu, Anambra, and a part of Abia. Within the same period, maternal mortality rate in Imo has got worse. The unemployment rate of Imo rose from 74% to 83%.
74%.
They are awarding us the best governor of the year. Imo State became a killing field.
Okay.
Soldiers are being beheaded in Imo. Law enforcement personnel are being killed in Imo. Our law has become impassable. Businesses have shuttered. Also has collapsed, and the east, where the governor comes from, has collapsed. He has no solution to these problems. He has never deemed it fit to convene an all-encompassing stakeholders engagement to brainstorm and find lasting solution to this problem. Neither has he laid out any blueprint for the industrialization of Imo, so that these restive youths who have become willing tools for insecurity could be gainfully employed. The ranking of Imo State in terms of ease of doing business has dropped from 24th to 27th. A state like Kaduna, with the advent of Kadipa by Erufai, now does better in terms of attracting foreign direct investment and the promotion of investment in general than Imo State. Imo, that should be the hub of economic activities, and you are honoring the governor for having done well. For what? The flagship road that
are you listening to it? Are you seeing them? Those in UK praising Hope Uzodinma, the best governor. Tell me the reason why people, a white man, white woman who does not know the road to Nigeria, who does not know the activities of this governor in Nigeria, including their old women and their, young people, to show you how evil this world is turning to be. These people, they come out to celebrate Hope Uzodinma. These people, they come out to celebrate Hope Uzodinma as the best governor of the year. That's what these people came out to do. White people who does not know anything. White people who does not know how their ancestors structured Nigeria. White people, they were there in Britain celebrating Hope Uzodinma. They were there in Britain celebrating Hope Uzodinma. Our people are there in Imo State dying. This is the amount of hypocrisy from British people. Some of them, not all of them, especially the people sitting in the power position. All of them. Because you cannot tell me that all those sitting in power, they are not hearing or they cannot see all this tag. We are tagging them, showing them the atrocities of Nigeria. Now Twitter is actually regulating everything to make us to stop posting it raw as it is. That is exactly what I am asking. Listen, all those of you from UK who has been praising Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma was a killing machine. Under the regime of Hope Uzodinma, people were eating human flesh in the name of cannibalism. People were many, Olu was a no-go area. People were killed. It was a bloodbath, or it is still a bloodbath. But you people have the audacity to come and celebrate him. People from Britain have the audacity to make a video celebrating Hope Uzodinma, that he is the best governor. He is the best governor. The world is full of evil. Britain, the evil that you people are busy hashing and recycling, Chukwu Okike Abiama will use that evil against you in no time. It is imminent. It is inevitable. He will definitely use those evil that you are hashing against our people, and you are turning a blind eye, turning a deaf ear from our cry. There is uprising everywhere. Your ancestors created Britain. Catriona Lang, when he hear our elders supporting the cry of the youth, she will run to them. The next thing you will hear, they will never cry anymore. They will give them a promise, because they are cowards. They are cowards. They will buy it. I am still coming to that utterances of the man from United Nations. I have actually forgotten his name. If you remember that man who visited Nigeria from United Nations, is it Guterres? Yes, Guterres. Is it Antonio Guterres? I am still coming to address his utterances in Nigeria. because all this hashtag tagging United Nations of all the killings, both the ones done by, Boko Haram terrorists, they are not seeing it. But the only thing they are telling you is the rubbish he came to vomit in Nigeria. That man is a suspect. That man is a suspect. He is incompetent to be in the United Nations. If United Nations is indeed protecting the right of individuals and nations, he is deemed unfit with his utterances in Nigeria because he came to the land of black monkeys and he is telling these monkeys how to live their lives. I am going to bring that video. I am going to bring it, but before then, let me know, while we are at it, let me actually bring that video because I don't want to miss anything. I want to continue, showing the world. It must be in line by line with regards to the activities of this Western world in Biafra land. We are going to be exposing it line by line so that all the stakeholders who might be under the influence of my voice or who will be under the influence of this voice, you will understand that your activities and the evil that you are hashing in Nigeria is now in the open. It is no longer hidden. It is now in the open. And we will continue to expose them until you decide to make things right. Allow Biafra to go. You people, they killed our people in 1967, blocked the media. We never had media to report or actually share our grievances to the world or to share our lamentation with the people, because I still believe there are good people out there. That is the reason why we will continue to fight. We cannot stop. We continue to fight until something happens. You see, this media war and media blackmail that BBC and all these media houses all over the place are presenting, we are going to finish it. You will never win. You won in 1967. 3.5 million more women and children were massacred in a war crime committed against our people by Britain. Many of our people died, and every day they believe that we are going to remember those that died. Through their ashes we were raised, and they believe we will remember them, and we just say, may your soul live on, without achieving, without continuing the quest in which they died for. It is not possible. Now, while you are still listening to the one they called the best governor, we are actually counting his blessings and naming them one after another to see the reason why some individual from Britain, from UK will rise up, white people, for goodness sake, will rise up to say he is the best governor of the year. These white people need to be arrested because they don't know where Nigeria is. They don't know where Imo State is, to be precise. They don't even know who is Governor Hope, who's Odema. They never come to social media to see what is going on, but they want to tell you that somebody who was in a criminal syndicate before becoming a leader, now become a leader, turned to a tiger eating up flesh of our people in cannibalism during his tenure. Millions of people died under his watch. He's turned out to be the best governor. Now the radio from Imo State is actually counting the blessings of Hope Uzodinma and naming them one after another to know if indeed those people, those bigots that call themselves British people or UK, individuals that come to support him, to name him the governor best of the year. I want to show you what he did. Listen and pay attention.
Because we once had an MOU with Julius Berger. Remains the Olu-Owerri road, which is 44 kilometers. We have questioned the governor. Tell us the cost of this road. A credible report from some investigative journalists are pointing accusing fingers at the regime of Uzodinma to have budgeted 86 billion for 44 kilometers of road. At that rate of 86 billion, we are talking about almost 2 billion per kilometer. When, of course, you know that the World Bank report has pinpointed that it is 230 million that you can use for a kilometer of road, which means the highest that road should have cost is about 17.6 billion. We are now asking question, what has happened to 64.6 billion? It also goes pari passu with indebtedness. We all know that by the close of first quarter of 2022, Uzodinma has raised the debt profile of Imo State to 205.7 billion naira. Imo is today the most indebted state, not just in Southeast, but when you put the debt profiles of other 4 states in the Southeast together, Imo has become more indebted than the whole of Alibo. The institution created by law for the expansion and spread of democratic dividends and value, called the local government system, has been killed and emasculated in Imo. In the last 28 months that Uzodinma has been governor, the local government system in Imo State is supposed to have received 140 billion, representing an average of 5 billion per month. Check the federation account. That's what we get from FAC. For instance, my local government is supposed to be earning about 165 million every month. Check it by 28 months and check if what you are seeing in the data today has justified 165 million times 28. When Uzodinma comes and tells you that he will buy uniform, deploy more men, buy more gun and borrow more through from federal government, he is only solving the symptoms. He is not solving the disease. Because these people are willing tools. You are not creating jobs for them. The local government system that should have engaged them and opened up space for their participation, you have emasculated. Nothing is happening in the grassroots. Let me tell you, the rural unemployment and poverty today in Imo is unprecedented.
Okay, hold on. Great people of Biafran, I want to bring somebody who, we're not taking calls yet, but I want to take this one because there is something I want to hear from this, our sister. Pay attention to this call. The caller on the line, your name and where you're coming from, please.
My names are Marian Tejeda, and I'm calling from United States. Now, I have been listening to you, but I wanted to bring 1 or 2 points to add to all the right arguments you're making. One, all those people, they have showcased BBC, like I said on somebody's platform, pretend it's our biggest problem, but they're going to go down because whatever seed you sow, you must reap. So, those individuals or those oldies, some of them are senile, that they showcase as British people that gave accolade to this crazy man called Uzodinma. I'm not saying that some British people are not against us, especially on the leadership level. But those individuals are homeless individuals. I can guarantee you that Why do I say that? Even in the United States here where I live, that is one of the things some of our people back home don't understand. We have a lot of homeless people on the street. Green, white, yellow, black. Homeless people in their own country. So, if we can recall, let me remind us, there was a time this impost that came to UN when they were having a meeting, all the heads of state, and what they did was they went and paid some homeless people, gave them $50 an hour, gave them Nigerian flag, gave them a t-shirt printed in Nigeria to come and start saying that Buhari was a good president and that nothing was happening in Nigeria. So it's the same thing they have done in London. What they're trying to do, because first of all, like you're saying, who knows this guy behind after the destroyer of Nigeria? These individuals don't even know the president of Nigeria. Talk less of the governor of Imo State. So these are paid people. So this again exposes some of the handiwork of our own people, because it has to be a Biafra that arranged these people, gave them money. So these are these saboteurs we're still talking about. Somebody took money from the Nigerian government and did this. It couldn't have been done without a Biafra, not just a Nigerian. Most likely a Biafra.
But let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you there, Maria Heda.
Yes.
Whoever that might have done it, is there no law in the Western world that is against, taking advantage of, a state of a person?
What do you mean, taking advantage of a state of a person? Can you clarify a little bit so I can answer?
Like when you get involved in a sexual intercourse with a child or with a minor.
Verify.
Yeah, you call it a statutory rape, right? So, those homeless people, is there no law that you know of
abuse.
that
It's called abuse.
Yes, abusing the state, using that's because they use the state of these people. These people does not know whom Hope or them is.
Exactly. So I will answer your question. There may be a law. First of all, okay, somebody approach them, most likely pay them. So the person is going to, pay them, give them some monetary value, and they accepted it. So once they are giving their consent in West, I'm using America as an example. These are adults. Here, the way we look at homeless people or people that are crazy back home is not the way they look at them here. They still have the right to make their own decisions. It's only if an advocate now, like human rights advocate, will take it up, go and do investigation to confirm that these individuals were homeless and were used because they didn't know better. That's the only time state can intervene. But standing on its own, nobody cares. That's how the system works. Remember they did the same thing in United States, in New York, a couple of months back, last year. So I can go and give people money to say whatever they want to say. And if I come to that, even as a journalist come to me and said, I was paid to do my job. Even that's what those, if you go back and look at the one they did in New York, those people were saying, I was just doing my job. They paid me to say this. I said that. It's like commercial. When somebody gives you money to say something about commercial, hey.
But they were paid to jeopardize the life of people of Imo State, because if eventually there is something to, there to hold against Hope Uzodimma of all this killing and all this kidnapping in Imo State under his watch, and you know that removing him from the office might solve the problem. And those people, because they were collecting money, they stood to lie to the public. So this is actually misleading the public that this evil person is a good person.
It's propaganda.
It's just like they are not in the court of law line, because it's just something like a perjury.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Just like the same so-called investigative journalism, the BBC are claiming the thing they posted. Okay, if we are not coming out to challenge them, there's nothing anybody can do. It's the same thing. So what I'm trying to say, unless a human rights advocate takes it up upon him or herself, goes and interrogate those people, interview them to find out what really happened, find out the status of those people. Are they mentally challenged individuals? Were they youth? You have to prove your fact. If anybody can take it up in London over there and find the fact, then you can use it to go after whoever did that video. Because that way you can establish a case of abuse. But if nobody goes to do the homework, there's nothing anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying they're not used. I'm not saying they're not abused. But where we live, that's how they function. Somebody has to take it upon themselves and make that case. People are being abused every day. Unless you take your case, unless you make your case, it's like nobody's going to hear. That's how the system is. The other thing I wanted to bring in, because I don't want to, stay too long on the phone, but I know you're doing something. Another thing is Catherine online. She just made a statement claiming that she's condemning the killing of the young lady Deborah in Sokoto. My argument with her, I want to ask her, why is she making the condemnation? Is she not the same one running around with the caliphate? Is she not the one taking pictures with all these people? Is it not the BBC that represents her country of origin that came out with this crazy documentary claiming that these Fulanis are marginalized because of their Muslim religion? Is it not the same Muslim religion because of it that this young lady is killed? How can she be speaking from two sides of her mouth? Because what I'm trying to let her know is that these seeds that are sowing this rain must fall in Britain. Because when the Muslim there will rise up, then they will know why we are fighting these people. These are not people that can live in your neighborhood. A young woman is burned to death alive on social media.
Stoned to death.
Media. For nothing. For nothing. This is what we are fighting against. We don't want it in our neighborhood. We don't want it in Biafra land. Because of somebody's belief or not belief, you kill the individual. In this modern day, it's going to happen to Britain because they have some clergymen, these Muslim that are trying to overtake them, swallow them. Instead of her to take care of her problem, she's coming to be acting like de facto president in Nigeria. Why is she meddling in every affair of Nigeria?
Every affair.
They are sowing. This is the discourse she's sowing. They're empowering the Fulanis. Tell me, even a clergyman, a Muslim clergyman in, I think it's in Abuja or somewhere, this morning came out and said that the lady crossed the red line.
Yes.
That she crossed a red line.
I saw it.
Muslim.
I can even bring it on my page. Let me see.
The Caroline Lang, this Katrina Lang or whatever they call her, or Toilet Lang, did she challenge that clergyman? No, she cannot. She cannot. And then how stupid our people are. A crackly clergyman came out and said the girl was not killed because of religion. Are you kidding me? It's obvious that it was because of religion that she was killed. This is the problem we have. We have instead of our people to stand firm and condemn evil when these people do it. They try to pepper it. Tell me why a Catholic priest will come out and say this lady was not killed for religious sake. Is the service to her death? Is just dishonoring the death of this young lady? She was killed because she said mention about religiosity. That's why she was killed. She was not killed for any other
Let
reason.
me actually bring this to the public. One of their this thing said, so that you will also see it, because we don't move around with propaganda. Now see this. I want you to see this.
I'm not watching you.
Oh.
I'm talking, because
okay, let me read it for you. Imam of Abuja National Mosque, Professor Makari,
yes,
or Mukhari,
yes,
hails the killing of the female Christian student in Sokoto over alleged blasphemy. Okay, over alleged blasphemy, yes. Imagine if they are priests.
That she crossed the red line.
Imagine.
Yes.
That's why she needs to be stoned to death.
The man made it publicly, no remorse, no qualms.
At all.
This is a human being. If it's her daughter or her sister or any relative of her that is killed, will she like it? But this is what they're promoting in Nigeria, empowering these people. You kill somebody like this and you're coming out boldly to claim that it's okay to kill a human being because of a religious belief. That's what she's promoting in Nigeria, and she's working scot-free.
Imagine.
She can condemn it. She's because of shame. Because of shame, the way we are bombarding them since yesterday, she's coming out to make a statement. She condemned it, let justice. What justice will prevail? What this girl would have been tomorrow? She would have been the greatest, the new frontier of this thing, of scientists. I don't know what she will be. God put her on this planet Earth for a reason. Now that reason has been stopped up because of religiosity. And then you wonder what like field for brain and mind. Look at it, a young, vibrant girl. Because of a statement she made, she was disgraced. Where were the police? Where were the Tukana deaths? How many villages have been bombed now?
They cannot go to fight the Boko Haram and bandits that is killing and displacing them from home. This Imam did not see it.
All you're asking us now is to be calm. To be calm. But if it's the other way, you will not ask us to be calm. That's the Catholic priest talking about everybody should be calm. That is how they tell us. You know? Instead of the Catholic people to come out and firmly condemn this bullshit and ask for revenge. Because if it's the other way, the Muslims will ask for revenge of this girl's death. They're talking about we should be calm and let justice prevail. It has nothing to do with religion. That is how cowards they are. How cowardice they are. My dear brother, I'm watching you right on. God bless. I just wanted to bring that in. I know you're doing a wonderful job. And kudos to you all. You know, BBC have thrown you guys on international level. So you guys must be doing something. So kudos, keep up the good job. God bless. We are all solidly behind you.
Thank you very much.
Any attack on any one of you is an attack on all of us who are the core Biafran. Any attack on any one of you, all of us are involved. Don't punish all of them idiots. It's our own land. They cannot come and tell us how to run our society.
Of course.
We are going to tell them how to run our society. What is paining them is this car ban is hitting them real good. But all these years that have been squashing the business of our brothers and sisters because of, in the name of Islamic law, you cannot sell alcohol or drink alcohol. Meanwhile, all of them drink alcohol like bees. They carry it in that stupid kettle and drink it behind closed doors. Hypocrites everywhere. You know? So now the counting is hurting them left and right. That is why they're pulling all this bullshit. It's their last bus stop. My dear, right on, kudos. God bless you.
Thank you very much. So that is how it is. That's how it is. And I want our people that are in UK to try to see and follow up who are those who were making videos supporting somebody who is killing people in Imo State, inviting military. They are calling him the best governor of the year. And those who made those videos and whoever their sponsor is, first of all, they need to be questioning. They need to be taken in for questioning. Somebody was asking me if I brought Nelly Ofebu in the program. You know, it is not Nelly Ofebu. It is our sister, Wada Maria Heda. It is not Nelly Ofebu. So don't worry. We don't dine with evil people. We do not dine with evil people. We know what we are doing and we will continue to do what we do best. Now, this is the Imam who came to appreciate those hoodlums who pick up stone and stone a young woman to death. I have that video, but I cannot show it here because of the community standard of Facebook. But if you request it, I will send it private to your inbox. This is the man, Imam, coming to say these are hypocrites. Hypocrite. You know, she hails them for killing the innocent woman. He hails them for killing the innocent woman. But if this thing happens in Biafra land, the whole news in that contraption will carry it. They will carry it, but this one is not going to be trending. But this is evil in the highest order. Stoning somebody to death, after which, even when she died, they were still flogging her, stoning her, stoning her like you will see that these people that are even ready to eat her alive. After when she died, they burnt her body at stake. Pure evil. All you see Catriona Lang going about is who is preaching against this unity of Nigeria, which is making British or Britain first world country. That's what you see her. She will be going about doing so. When we talk about the brutality and the wickedness of those Fulanese, these Fulanese are believers. They are bigotries. You don't need to live with them. They are not somebody that you need to live with them. They need to stay on their own. They champion their religious belief. They do what they believe. We do what we believe. Because we will keep clashing. The same way they clash with this young girl they stoned to death. Just because she spoke her mind in the terms of religion. They stone her to death. Does she deserve to die? No. They just killed a generation there. They just killed a sister. They just killed a mother in future. They killed a dream there. Stoned them to death. Now, having seen all these things happening, having seen all that happening, all we hear is support for Britain. For
Those who think they can win through oppression,
all the
coercion, or invasion are being proved wrong.
Is they support
appalling
Ukraine because Ukrainian lives matters, Biafra lives does not matter because it is African life.
Faced with appalling barbarism and war crimes, which we'd hoped had been confined.
What barbarism is worse than stoning somebody to death? A young girl, a harmless young girl, they stone her to death. In Nigeria, the Catriona Lang is always fighting to keep together. In Nigeria, that all these Ohanes and Doshi, Igbo, in the name of Igbo elders, all this mixed blood, they are fighting to unite one Nigeria. In your own information, one Nigeria is going to consume all of you. One Nigeria is going to consume all of you that are screaming for one Nigeria. Of course, you heard it in the prophecy of our, noble leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Once you begin to preach one Nigeria, it is going to kill you. Because the reason why you are still preaching this one Nigeria, because it never affected you. When it affects you, you will understand what those who are dying every day in the name of one Nigeria are going through. Now, listen. Let's touch on this again. Listen to it for those of you who are joining. Britain, the reason why they are supporting Ukraine. Listen.
Which we'd hoped, faced with appalling barbarism and war crimes, which we'd hoped had been confined to history, the free world has united behind Ukraine in its brave fight for freedom and self-determination.
It is brave fight for freedom and self-determination. Our own brave fight is not for freedom or for self-determination. Our own brave fight, because we are black people, we don't deserve freedom. Black people in the world, we don't deserve freedom according to the data that is coming out from the Western world. They are depriving us of freedom. But Ukraine, they deserve freedom. They deserve to believe in self-determination. But us, We don't deserve it. That is the reason why, having seen all this evil, where the truth is being suppressed and being hidden away, while the evil is, overshadowing the truth, that is the world where we are today. Evil is taking over. Evil and lies is taking over. The same place where Guterres bring himself to Nigeria, all Guterres have to say. Let me present you the video of Guterres. Did you see where he went to? He went to see Fulani, the people who are carrying out the British evil activities in the damnable contraption called Nigeria. That's where he went to. Now, listen to what he said here. For those of you who are in the north, you believe that these people that are using you, that they have love for you. Of course, you are a black person. Your life does not matter. They can only use you. After using you, even if all of you die in the while at it, it does not matter. All they need is to use you to do their bidding. Listen to them.
The Biafra I know today is a Biafra of hope, is a Biafra with future. The people I met today in the IDP camp want to go back home in safety and dignity. The way to address terrorism effectively is to provide not only hope, but a future of reality.
The way to address terrorism effectively is to, bring hope. Okay, let's listen to it again, because it looks like I didn't hear him well. Let's listen to him again.
The way to address terrorism effectively is to provide not only hope, but a future of reality.
Not only hope, but a future of reality. The way to address terrorism is to provide not only hope, but a future of reality. Where are the, signs of the future of reality in Nigeria? Where is it today? If there has been a sign of any future of reality, there is nothing about the future of reality in Nigeria. Nigeria is a killing machine against the black people. Nigger area, a killing machine. Before they began to amend it and name it Nigeria, it was called nigger area, a killing machine, bad omen. Listen to it.
The best thing we can do for peace is to reintegrate those that in a moment of despair became terrorists but want to become now.
The best thing you can do is to reintegrate those in the moment of despair became terrorists. Hey. It is to reintegrate those in their moment of despair became terrorists. What placed them in that moment of despair and they become terrorists is to reintegrate them. Reintegrate terrorists. To reintegrate terrorists. But somebody who made a speech was stoned to death. The same people that when they become terrorists, you have to reintegrate them. To reintegrate terrorists. Now the question I am asking this man called Guterres or Mr. Guterres, you are from Europe, you are from first world country maybe. Is there any situation? Is there any time where you guys reintegrated anybody in the name of terrorist in your country. When Osama bin Laden bombed America, all hell broke loose. They started searching for Osama bin Laden. They started searching. They did everything to capture Osama bin Laden, kill him on the spot. Now, you are telling us, advising us, because this is a black man country, you must live with terrorists. You are advising us to now reintegrate this. Why did America not reintegrate Osama bin Laden? Why did America kill Osama bin Laden? But you want us to reintegrate the people who are killing us day by day, chasing people away from their homes, killing mothers in front of their children, killing children in front of their parents. Those are the people you say the best way is to reintegrate them. Reintegrate them, not actually taking them to correctional center. You did not say that. No, but you said to reintegrate them. You did not even talk about, let's maybe taking them to rehabilitation. But you say reintegrate them. Reintegration, not rehabilitate. Now, I am asking you, Antonio Guterres, if that is your name, is that what you are representing United Nations for? You are incompetent. You are compromised. How much did Nigeria give you? How much did Nigeria government give to you to make you to come to the public to start speaking from both sides of your mouth? That means Africa must live with terrorists. You people, it will be free in your Europe and your first world country where there are no resources. You claim on African resources, but they must keep reintegrating, recycling terrorists into their society. That's exactly what you are preaching to us, because we are foolish. Because you see African and black people to be stupid. That is the reason why you are telling us to reintegrate terrorists. After painting it, spicing it, you are telling us to reintegrate them to become part of us. Have you ever seen evil people? Have you ever seen evil people becoming good without going serving their jail time? After serving their jail time, maybe 20 years, then they go through rehabilitation. After going through rehabilitation, but you say to reintegrate them, because you know that Nigeria people has been crying. They have been crying that these terrorists are being reintegrated into military formation, giving them guns and ammunition, sending them to all Eastern region to go and become the terrorists over there. That is the reason why you are here to deceive us. You are messing with the wrong generation. I can assure you. You are messing with the wrong generation. You are a Lucifer, if I may tell you that. You are a Lucifer. And call me anywhere that you can. I will answer you as per reason why I named you Lucifer, Mr. Guterres. You travel from Europe to come to British, subject or British playground to tell them that those who are killing them, who are displacing them, who are taking people away from their homes must be reintegrated, not even telling them to take them to jail. They must serve their jail time. They must go through rehabilitation. After serving their jail time, but you just say once you get them, you rehabilitate them. I want you to listen to it again for you to see how evil these people we've been calling on to come for our aid. Which means all of you are in support of this uprising, outcry all over the place, killing, displacement, refugee camps. You people are in support of it. Why don't you people make it bold? Be man enough to tell all of us to evacuate from that region of sub-Saharan. Tell all of us to evacuate there so that you people will possess the land, or you people will use terrorists to possess the land. Because you people are supporting terrorists against Africa. But whenever you hear bomb blast around Europe, it causes tension, it causes panic. That person, if they cut in the earth, they will never see the sunshine again, because there will be high risk to the public. But you are telling us to reintegrate. You are telling the indigenous people to reintegrate criminals who came across the Sahel to become terrorists in Nigeria, to reintegrate them to become citizens of the country. And they will, because you will tell now to spice it up, you say that those who because of circumstance. There is no circumstance that will make a person to start killing. And after they caught, if they get caught, they will tell you circumstance, the condition will make refuse bend. It is because of circumstance that we are killing women and children, raping women, displacing people from their home. Circumstance, my food. When our people is captured in Indonesia, they get killed. They don't get reintegrated. They are carrying drugs. They get killed, right? But you are telling people who are physically killing people, came from across Sahel region, ISWAP, Boko Haram, the most dangerous terrorists, Fulani headers. We must reintegrate them. That was the gospel you brought to us from United Nations. The gospel you brought to us from United Nations. I have never seen America preaching anybody that has tried terrorism act on their soil, preaching for them to be reintegrated. When it comes to Africa, the rules changes. When it comes to Nigeria, the rules changes, because it is British playground, British money ground, British subject. When it comes to them, the rules change. That's why you carry yourself. You carry yourself to come and tell us we should. But you haven't heard our self-determination. You have not heard, you have not heard the ethnicity outcry. You never hear our cry. All those years, you did not come to Nigeria to talk about the self-determination which you people claim that you are supporting in Ukraine. Does that mean that what you people are doing in Ukraine is hypocrisy? Does that mean that it is hypocrisy that you people are actually discharging in Ukraine? That is what exactly what you are telling us here means. You travel all the way from the Western world, all the way from the first world country, all the way from a free world. You come to a captive world to tell us to reintegrate those who you are using to place us under captivity into the society, so that they will now become our military. Because what Nigeria is doing is integrating them into the military formation, security apparatus. That's what Nigeria has been doing. That's what you have come to tell us. Listen to it and you will tell me if this man mean well for you, as those who are calling on one Nigeria, for those who are calling for the unity of that British playground. Listen to it. If indeed they are worthy of being in the position where they occupy. Listen.
The Biafra I felt today is a Biafra of hope, is a Biafra of its future. The people I met today in the IDP camp want to go back home in safety and dignity.
In the IDP camp, refugee
The
camp.
way to address terrorism effectively is to provide not only hope, but a future of reality.
Where is the future of reality?
The best thing we can do for peace.
Who is going to provide that future of reality? Now he's telling you the best thing you can do for peace. What? The best thing you can do for peace? So you people negotiate with terrorists in Europe? So you people negotiate with terrorists in America? And you are now giving us option, the best thing we can do for terrorists or for peace to reign is to do what? Listen.
Is to reintegrate those that in a moment of despair became terrorists.
Is to reintegrate those in their moment of despair. What caused them to be in their moment of despair? You did not address it. The thing that caused them to be in their moment of despair before becoming a terrorist, just like Opus or them British citizens in Britain making videos telling you he is the best governor because he is the highest killing machine. He is the one who killed the highest number of people in Nigeria as a governor. That is the reason why some citizens in the UK is calling him best governor, because he is the governor that under his regime. During his regime is still on. People died in their mass number more than every other place, and the British people are calling him the best governor. Is that character, is that approach not questionable? They call him best governor. Now you are telling us in their moment of despair they become terrorists. What caused the moment of despair? The contraption created by Britain. The contraption controlled by Britain is the things that caused the moment of despair. Now an evil person become terrorist, blood-sucking demon. They started killing people for a living, started killing women and children, raping women and children for a living, displacing people, placing them in refugee camps. We must integrate them. We must recycle them into the society. But in the free country, it does not, you don't even tolerate any form of terrorism. You are trying to integrate these people, but IPOB only believe in self-determination. What you people are doing, you turn a blind eye to our outcry. You turn a blind eye, a deaf ear to our outcry. You guys are even looking for a way to label us a terrorist. But why the real terrorists you are calling for the indigenous people of the damnable contraption created by Britain to reintegrate these evil bloodsuckers to continue where they stopped, because of course you said in their moment of despair became terrorists. Did you try to find a way to solve those things that brings the moment of despair? Now you want to reintegrate them. They will go back there, go back to their moment of despair, become even the bigger terrorist. And now, then what? Because Antonio Guterres have come to Nigeria to address insecurity. United Nation, I don't know if you are United Nation chief or whatever. I don't even want to know your position. That means you are you and the structure you govern is compromised. How much did they pay you? How much did Fulani bribe you with to start promoting the activities of the terrorists in Nigeria? Listen.
Home in safety and dignity. The way to address terrorism effectively is to provide not only hope, but a future of reality. The best thing we can do for peace is to reintegrate those that in a moment of despair became terrorists but want to become now citizens and to contribute to the well-being of their brothers and sisters. But when I went around with the thousands and thousands of people that were there, I saw smiles, I saw enthusiasm, I saw hope, and this is where we must invest.
You as a United Nation did not even say that you people are going to, help to build a rehabilitation center where those people will be, be rehabilitated before integration. But you just said it straight. Reintegrate them for peace to reign. Have you seen how they treat you? Those of you in the north who are actually the ones feeling the spikes of these terrorist attacks, you know your stories, you know the problem, you know where it is coming from. You listen to him, you clap for him, he did it, because all of you are uneducated. All of you are not exposed. You believe he brought you, he came to collect his own share in Nigeria. That's why he spoke from both sides of his mouth. The question you're supposed to ask him, is it how it is done in the free country, in the free world, in the Western world, in the United States, in Europe? If it is how it is done, why did they kill Osama bin Laden immediately? Why did they kill Osama bin Laden immediately? Without even bringing him to justice, to think about trying to rehabilitate him and reintegrate him. These are questions you need to be asking them. Why did they kill Gaddafi immediately? Since they see Gaddafi as a tyranny or terrorist, why did they kill him immediately? You're not even trying to take him through rehabilitation and before and reintegrate. They did not do so. All they did was kill. That's all they did. And now they come to preach to you to live with evildoers. This was the young girl who was killed. This was the young girl who was stoned to death by the Fulani. They stoned her to death. They stoned her to death. That's how it is. That's where she found ourselves. Now let us go to BBC. Let us go to BBC because of their activities. Let us go to BBC. Because the reason why I chose to bring BBC last is because I want to show the world what is happening, how it is happening, how it's been addressed by the free world and the leaders they gave us in that contraption called Nigeria. Now we're taking it to BBC now to see their activities. Let me find those images coming out from the BBC. Let's bring it to you, to your screen. The activities of BBC. Now coming to BBC and their activities, saying that the Ipob Nigeria media warriors call for the killing on social media over Biafra. So BBC, you know that there is something called Biafra. BBC, ever since you people, came into our lives, you people have never done anything in the benefit of our people. The only thing you people are propagating is lies, lies, and lies. That's the only thing that which you people propagate all the time. Lies, lies, and lies against the self-determination, against the freedom for Biafra. In 1967, you people were used by Britain to sabotage Ojukwu. The same you people were used to sabotage French people who were helping to smuggle some weapon to our people in order to fight the war, because you want the war to be fought from one side while the other people will be killed like animals. The same BBC they used in 1967 to sabotage French people giving us weapons. The same BBC is the one they used to sabotage the activities of our eternal leader, Dim Odumegu Ojukwu. May his soul continue to live on. May his legacy rather continue to live on. The same BBC is what they use to suppress the number of those who were killed during that war prior to 1967 to 1970. The same BBC. Now the same BBC is now back to sabotage our activities in our self-determination, our activities in our quest for freedom. The same BBC. This BBC that is following IPOB all the time, they are not investigative to see what they will report, the killings that is going on across the Sahel, across Biafra land rather, across Nigeria, across eastern region of that Nigeria. They don't follow it. Whichever thing that happened, they call it IPOB. Whichever things that happen, they call it IPOB. This same BBC cannot see news. They cannot see news like this. People dressing as IPOB. Criminals who escaped from prisons. These were convicted criminals whom Nigeria government opened the prison cell for. They escape to come and become their killing machine. That is the reason why when you saw the way they killed those military people, you will not imagine that it is a human being killing them. These are condemned criminals that Nigeria opened gate for. Nigeria opened gate for them. BBC, I want you to watch from here. Watch this video before I come to address you. Because you people are compromised and you must recuse yourself with your activities with Biafra struggle. You must recuse. It is not only judges that need to recuse themselves. Media houses need to recuse themselves, because even the judges in Nigeria, they use what you people are presenting in the media to judge innocent people in Nigeria. So automatically, you people are doing the job of a judge in Nigeria. Therefore, you must recuse yourself, because there is epitome. What you people are presenting is an epitome of, it is an epitome of a compromised media house. You people are consumed by a conflict of interest. You people are consumed by the activities, evil activities of Nigeria government against Biafra people. That is the reason why you will come to write junk to say IPOB media warriors, which when you talk about IPOB media warriors, I am part of it, and you are defaming me, because ever since I started preaching this gospel for freedom of our people, I have never called no one to go and be violent anywhere across Biafra land. You are defaming me. And if you do me, I do you. God will not be angry. But I am not here to do you. I am here to show the world the reality of what you've been representing in the lives and the lives of black people. Because you media house is a media house created by Lucifer to suppress the truth, to promote evil, to promote lies against black people in Africa. Now, that is the reason why I am here to debunk your lies. Because when you talked about media warriors, I am part of it in IPOB. So BBC, pay very good attention and listen to this video. Listen to it, because I don't see you people reporting about this video. But pay very good attention. I don't know if you reported it, quote me wrong or right, but pay very good attention. Let's build a background to where we are going right now.
Papa, which will be a walk? $2 million. Let's say 1.5. Can't give me. I think give me the money. Obi no. How old are you? 39. Where are you from? Mbise. Who's from Mbise? I am from Mbise. This person who na kidnap, what's the name? About choose. Yeah. Kirete. So when I carry the man go where the people who na kidnap go.
Criminal.
Yeah, they carry.
The worst part of it is that when these people are moving around, they will present to be acting like they are IPOB. Tomorrow, BBC will report IPOB were some members of IPOB gunmen were captured in activities of kidnapping, and they were this and that without thorough investigation. They just report it to defame IPOB. To defame IPOB. BBC Igbo, your activities in Biafra land is evil and can never be condoned in Biafra land. Listen attentively and hear from these people where they were from.
These items recovered from your house and premises. At where?
Mbrichi, back of Bolivia. Mbrichi, back of Bolivia.
Mbrichi is where?
Nigeria has destroyed our young women and children this is where they found themselves. But because, you know, they have used the name of those who are trying to give them freedom, I don't care about what happens to them, because they are evil. They are evil. They are parading themselves as ESN, IPOB, carrying gun, kidnapping people. These are the, you know, these are the things that Nigeria has given birth to. Look at them, a woman. If you look at her, you will know na condition na im make carafish bend. But how evil she became that she did not even look back to see that IPOB is fighting to change and the ESN in the bush is fighting to change that condition that made carafish bend. They don't care about it. That is the reason why we don't even want to care about what happens to them, because they have become the evil that we are fighting. They have become the evil that we are fighting. Listen to them.
Your husband, who keep this thing in your custody before he went where he is demanding ransom from. What is his name?
Christian Oreli Chiboza.
He's from where?
Abala.
Huh?
Nazi. Abala Nazi.
He's from Abala, not on Nazi. Okay, now. The vehicle in question, the victim's vehicle was handed over to you for you to be using now. The vehicle was taken over from your compound, but
Yes.
the one you are using to learn how to drive. Huh?
Yes.
All of you are escaping from the prison.
No, I'm not escaping.
You are escaping,
Yeah.
but you have gone to prison before.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the place you know them?
I know this one, but I didn't know this one.
Okay. You are escaping from prison, but
These are some of them in the hope who's or them who's prison. Afabia mebe cannibalism na ala Biafra. Listen.
the case of what?
Child trafficking.
Child trafficking.
You are escaping from prison, but
Look at you. A real criminal. You think this person will take any role on evil? They have become evil. The people that Nigeria has, by making them to undergo through abstract poverty. There will be no hope, no solution, nothing. The only thing that only thing that you have to do to survive is to engage in criminality. That's what Nigeria makes our youth to do today. Engaging in criminality. BBC is not seeing it. The only thing BBC is seeing, Igbo people, Biafran people, they will never be free. We will continue to sabotage them to the international community. BBC activities in Nigeria is evil. It is evil. BBC is a killing media, house. They say that we IPOB call for killing. We media warrior, which I am part of, call for killing. Have you ever heard me here calling for violence or calling for killing? Or you always hear me calling those in the autopilot who call themselves autopilot criminal syndicate, who calling them in order? You now say IPOB. BBC is evil media. Evil media that can never report something that is authentic. Listen. These are what Nigeria has. Ex-convicts are convicted criminals. Now BBC is telling the world that we are calling for killings. But the last time I checked, our media warriors never called for anybody to be killed, never called for anybody to be, slaughtered. Now, because that is the reason why when autopilot came by, BBC was the first people, even though there is a lot of uncertainty behind between IPOB and one called Autopilot, the faction that the Nigeria government created. There is, we always come to debunk the activities of this Autopilot. BBC run out there to make them famous, to make them popular, so that their activities will escalate, because these are agents. BBC is agent of evil. To escalate, they interviewed Autopilot gang leader. After interviewing him, the whole world now see him as the leader of IPOB when he is not a member of IPOB. BBC gave him that red light. Today, BBC is now bringing the activities of Autopilot, naming it IPOB. BBC, you are evil. You are evil. Call me anywhere, I will answer you that you are evil. That is your activities in Africa, to make sure you keep black man's under cage of slavery, under mental slavery. That is your activities in Africa. All the countries in Africa that is controlled by Britain, BBC must be there to suppress the data coming out of that country, presenting to international community the lies that they want them to hear, to make sure that the activities of neo-colonialism is being promoted across Sahel, across African continent. That is what is happening. BBC Igbo, or BBC Hausa, or BBC Pidgin, or BBC News, or BBC London, all of you are evil. You are evil. God is going to deal with you, all of you. And if you are our people working for BBC, you are evil. You are evil. Take it or leave it. Call me anywhere, I will call you evil. You promote the killing of our people and you cover it up because you are against the freedom of black people. You are against the freedom of Biafra, because we own the resources that makes you people to be calling one Nigeria, because we own the oil that makes you people to be promoting that. If there was no oil in Biafra land, I don't think that you would think twice, Britain, to allow us to to go. But of course, there is none. Let me remind you, BBC, that we are rooted in discipline. Mazi Nnamdi of this great movement, and the leader of this great movement rooted this movement into discipline, and we value discipline more than anything we can think of. We are disciplined, and he's been lamenting about the activities such as these of BBC. But listen, and the whole world listen, before we call it a day.
Yes, I understand what you're saying and the fact that everybody is angry, and we must make this very clear. Nobody is agitating. We are peaceful, loving people. We don't like violence. We are Igbo people. We are Biafrans. We are peace-loving people. And as I said before, so that people can understand, I am against any form of bloodshed on our land. It is against our land. We are also. So what we want him to do is to go away from our land. Leave the Biafran struggle alone for Biafrans to go and get Biafra. That's all we are saying. We don't want anybody to be killed. The reason why we're talking about this is because people were killed. We don't want anybody killed on our land anymore. We are tired of the bloodshed. We have lost 3.5 million people and counting. We don't want anybody anymore to be killed. We don't want it. We don't need death on our hands. I have said it before and I will repeat what I said. If we engage in killing, Biafra will not come. That is one cardinal thing you don't do in Biafra. Go and ask anybody. Anytime you shed an Igbo blood, you kill a fellow Biafran, anything you're looking for will not come. Go and ask all of them. Starting from the death of Mbono Ojike. People don't know how Mbono Ojike died. The man responsible for the death of Mbono Ojike, where is he? Everything he asked for, he got nothing from Nigeria. Go and ask him. He died a broken man. We don't shed blood. We don't want anybody to kill anybody. But we are asking that those responsible for the death of these young men who are unemployed should...
I'm going to leave it here. I hope you have seen it. I hope you have seen it. And I want to remind these women. On one side, Rike is promoting somebody. On the other side, Ofule for Hanese and those she representing their pocket are on one side promoting presidency 2023, which they are not even certain about 2023. On the other side, Ohanomu is promoting Osibanjo. Is that not an irony? Wow. All of you that are there in that Nigeria, believing in one Nigeria, all of you are no longer thinking like a human being anymore. You people are thinking like animals. You are thinking like animals. Look at them. Mad people everywhere. Useless set of bigots. Look at them. You sell your birthright for a porridge of yam. Look at them. Mad women all over the place. Look at them. You can see that all of them, all these people are the people who are eating from the forbidden fruit. You see how fresh they are. So why wouldn't they be singing for one Nigeria Osibanjo, who is on an Aso Rock? That is, he's in Aso Rock acting like nobody is there. Saying all the evil, covering it up, but he call himself pastor. Pastor Osibanjo. That is the one that is these evil women. Are here. They are here singing Osibanjo, wicked souls. You will see that they are not just passerby women. These are political party women. They are. If you think that they are just Biafrans, they are not ordinary Biafrans. These are people who see 3-course meal a day eat. Even eat salad, eat dessert, eat everything. Eat snacks. Wake up at night, eat again. These are them. They are now calling on a curse for you for another 4 years or 8 years. Telling you Osibanjo no the hammer. Chukwokika Biama destroy all of you. Wicked entities all over the place. We have brought this program to an end. We're going to be calling it a day. We are going to use the voice of our prophet Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to bring this program to an end. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is of course going to court on the 18th, from the 18th of this month. Less than 6 days from today, So the next exposition we will be doing is trying to talk about those leftover case. I don't know if anybody is in possession of those leftover case, count charges. Kindly forward it to me. Let me look at it so that we will debunk it for the world to see the joke that Nigeria is. If you are in possession of that count charges, kindly forward it to me via WhatsApp. Please, now let us remind the world as we prepare.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British national and political